Hey there, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor, and I'm a comic book presser located in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, and you are watching One on One, the program where I talk about everything comic books. But on today's episode in particular, I'm going to talk about books that have been returned to me after being graded by CGC. These are books that I cleaned and pressed and submitted. Now, many of the books that we're going to look at today were previously graded, so I actually cracked them out of their slabs, did the work, and sent them in, and I now have the results. I'm going to share them with you. I also am going to look at two particular books that were featured on my other show, What's in the Press. The results are in on those books too, so sit back and relax. You're going to really enjoy this episode. But before we get there, guys, you know what? I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, and when I get there, I'm going to have a huge giveaway. Take a look at the info section below for more details on that. All right, let's get to it. All right, we're going to start with this copy of Ultimate Fallout 4. It's in a 9.0. Now, this book comes to us from Jordan out of Whitby. Now, Jordan submitted this book to me quite a while ago, and it's actually gone to CGC, come back from CGC, and had to go back to CGC again. I'll tell you about that in a second. But first, let's talk about the problems that this book had. This book had the notorious polybag crease on the back cover. And many times that polybag crease goes through the whole book, back cover, front cover. Anyways, it had it. I cracked the book out, did what I had to do. Bang! 9.8. That's right, 9.8. Guys, please look for those Ultimate Fallout books in like 8.5, 9.0, 9.2, and check for that subscription crease. If that subscription crease is there, it can be pressed out. Find yourself a good presser, have them do the work, resubmit it, and there's a very good chance that 9 or 8.5 or 9.2 could pop up to a very high 9.6 or 9.8, like it did in Jordan's case. Now, as I was saying, the book came back from CGC. I gave it back to Jordan. He calls me back and says, Kevin, there's a crack on the back of the slab. I had no idea. I didn't even see it. So anyhow, there was a crack on the bottom of the slab, so I had to resubmit it back to CGC for mechanical error. They fixed it. Took about a month. I got it back. The book is now back in the safe hands of Jordan here in Whitby, back at home. Jordan, congratulations on that super awesome grade bump. I'm glad I could help. Next, let's have a look at, actually, you know what? Let's have a look at a couple of books that I did special. I said earlier in the show that I featured these on What's in the Press. I think I may have featured them on What's in the Press, but I did separate videos outlining before and afters of Batman number 10 and Daredevil number 1. Okay, now the Batman number 10, the owner doesn't want to be mentioned, but that's fine. He said I can feature the book and showcase the book. Anyways, this is the video right here that I'm talking about. Okay, now that book, if you go to that video, by the way, guys, you can see tons of before and afters, and it's a really awesome video. So check that out when you get a second. I'll put a link at the very end. I did the work and I put it out to the universe. What do you guys think the book was going to grade back at? And I was getting all sorts of responses, anywhere from like 7.5, 8, 8.5. Well, guess what? The book is back. It looks fantastic. It went directly to the owner, so he sent me a picture, and here it is. 8.0. So for all of you that guessed 8.0, awesome work. It did come back in 8.0. What an amazing book to have it in 8.0. This Golden Age Grail, Batman number 10. Now, Bob out of Ohio also submitted Daredevil number 1 a few weeks back, and here it is. Okay, and this is the video actually where I featured it in depth, where I did before and afters. I did that video a couple weeks back, actually. So again, go check out that video if you'd like, and have a look at the before and afters of this Daredevil number 1. And what do you think the book was going to come back at? Well, a lot of you did pipe up and said, Kevin, even though you didn't give us, the final image of the book, that was my mistake. A lot of you did kind of pipe up, and a lot of you said anywhere from, I think, 5.5 up to like a 7.5, if I remember correctly. Well, the book came back a 6.5. Awesome. Again, this book was delivered right back to Bob in Ohio. He sent me this picture. Thanks for the shot. And congratulations again, Bob, on a very awesome copy of Daredevil number 1, a book that is continuously going up in value, and a 6.5 is nothing to scoff at. What an awesome grade. Okay, let's have a look at Alex's book. Now, Alex submitted a few books to me, 3 of which were previously graded. Okay, Alex, by the way, comes to us from the Toronto area, and the first one again was a Daredevil number 1, another Daredevil number 1. Here it is. It was a 3.5. I took it out of the slab, I cleaned it all up, I sent it back in, Came back really quick, actually. It's been here for several months, waiting for the other books to come back. Anyways, the results are in, and here it is. That's right. Didn't go up. Stayed the same. 3.5. Looks cleaner, looks nicer, and a nice new slab. But unfortunately, the book maintained its grade. Again, guys, it's never a guarantee that when you crack your book out of the slab that it's going to go up. There's a chance there could be no change. There's a chance the book grade could drop. Okay, so always be warned about that. But you know what? Alex did submit 2 other books. He submitted this one here, She-Hulk #1, in a 9.2, right? Now this book was actually had quite a bit of damage on the back. Had like a waviness and almost like a water damage on the back. Like cleaned all that up, I straightened it all out, and boom, 9.6. So I was pretty happy with that. And I actually guessed it was going to come back at 9.6 after I pressed it. And he also submitted this copy of Saga #1 in a 9.4. 9.4. And you know what? Sagas always seem to press out nice for me. I don't know what it is. It's one of those books that just takes, again, I always say there's these certain books that just really take well to the heat in the press, the whole process. And Saga #1 is one of those books. Anyways, 9.4, did my work. Abracadabra. Congratulations, Alex. Awesome bump in that book. Next, last but not least, we're going to look at another Jordan from Florida's books. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen these already. The first one that Jordan submitted was this copy of ASM 121. It was a CBCS 8.5. I took it out of the CBCS slab, did some work, and after it has been graded again, it came back a 9.0. Not bad at all, but I saved the big one for the last, guys. Check out this copy of ASM 129 in an 8.5. All right. Took it out of the slab, and I'm going to tell you something. As soon as I took that Punisher book out, as soon as I released it from the inner well, all the flaws just kind of glowed, and I'm like, oh, perfect. And because that's what I want to see, right? When I take the books out of the inner well, I want to see all the flaws on the front of the book. The more flaws on the body of the book, you know, the face of the book, the back of the book, amazing. You know, finger dents or what have you. Those are a presser's dream, because they're quite they respond quite well to a pressing. Anyways, long story short, I had a good feeling about that one. I did the work. I sent it back. Check this out. 8.5 after a clean and press. Bang. 9.6. Unbelievable, guys. You know, good eye, Jordan, for picking that book to be to be as a candidate for cleaning and pressing, and congratulations on that grade bump. This book is massive right now. The value has gone up tremendously over the last several years. So again, congratulations. Fantastic book. Yes. Well, there you go, guys. There's a few books. I have a couple of more that I want to share with you guys. I will say that for another episode. There's a Hulk 181 I want to talk to you guys about, but the adventure's not over yet. I want to wait until the whole pressing and the whole grading fiasco has come to an end before I share that with you. So I'm not quite there yet, but I do have more, and I will do videos like this in the future to show you the sorts of results you can get by just pressing and cleaning books that have never been graded before, obviously, but also books that were previously graded if they have not been pressed and cleaned, or if they've not been pressed and cleaned correctly. That's a thing to consider as well, too. Hey, if you want to look at the books and see the kind of grade bumps I'm getting, hit the subscribe button and join us, won't you, in the coming weeks and months and years as I continue to upload videos to YouTube. And like I said earlier, there's a great draw coming up when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Take a look below at the information section for more details on that. And let me know, guys, in the comment section below, what did you think of the results of today's books? What did you think of the books I showed you? Let us know in the comment section below. And again, by doing so, you automatically enter yourself into a draw when I get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. That's how you enter the draw. Leave comments. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the show. You take care of yourselves. And until next time, bye for now.